Welcome to Monroe, Louisiana, Malone Stadium, home to the ULM Warhawks, and fans have been getting ready for this one pretty much all week. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt, as we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the UL Monroe Warhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Jaguars will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the UL Monroe Warhawks offense takes the field. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll do it himself. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field. But you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit, and you see more drops over the middle of the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So now on comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So South Alabama's offense will go to work for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
The Jaguars racing to the line in a hurry-up. They'll go to the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Tempo and overdrive. Smith wants to throw. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Jaguars are marching down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the right. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
Catch in the middle, it's Connors. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Finds his target down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Offenses don't like being in this situation. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Jaguars will send out the punt unit. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out, where are my playmakers? Who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
1st down for this offense. Wants to pass. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
To the ground with the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Warhawks will punt this one away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Fakes his man out. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. The Jaguars are in the hurry-up. Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Jaguars will snap it on 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's Connors. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. They'll try the run. The Jaguars get enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and trying to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete to the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the gun, running back on the move.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Warhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. The Jaguars will hustle to the line. Smith wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Line gets set, 1st down. On the run, it's Hart. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball in the 47.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
The running back takes his track off right tackle here.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Got his man down the middle. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And the Warhawks have it with a 1st and goal. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, UL Monroe! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And the Jaguars want to move quickly. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's going to pass. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The offense in hurry-up mode. Smith dropping to pass. They're setting up the screen. Plows through the defense. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Hart. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Give to the running back. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. They get through and it's blocked. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. That last drive really productive, David, wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant 1st half performance. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Warhawks moving quickly to the line. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Warhawks will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch called for and made. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the 2nd half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Unloads to the wideout, and his throw is incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire, and that linebacker showed that there.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Got it in the middle, it's Bridges. Jumped on top of the pile. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Warhawks will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it down to the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Smith wants to throw. Finds the tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him.
The Jaguars want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. And the Jaguars are flying down the field. He leaves it with his back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space, it's Hart. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking to throw for it. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. So you come out of the locker room for the 2nd half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He makes the catch. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to run for it. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Throws to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Jaguars want to crank the tempo. The give to the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. Smith dropping to pass. Throws for the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. He'll throw on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Connors. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And how about that 3rd down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got him downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got 3rd and goal coming up if you want to go for it on 4th.
It's still 3rd and goal. They try to pop a run on the draw. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Got to make sure they're sound in protection. They had one blocked earlier. And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful. I
agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
He'll try to do it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Now they're going to throw it. It's complete on the right side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Snapped it in the shotgun. Working that left side now. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Touch pass on the run. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Running for it on 4th down. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
And the Jaguars headed quickly to the line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Connors. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Smith wants to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the offense. The aerial assault continues. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Madden. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. The give as they work on that clock.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
You know, I think in this situation in the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Running back goes in motion. On third down, going up top. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Taking it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, South Alabama. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Stanford is just getting tuned up today. This is like watching an MMA fight where you start to question your own morals. Who sanctioned this bout? They're trailing by 17 to Utah. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive lines.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He wants to throw. They're working that left side.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Going up top on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
I'm out on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down. And the Warhawks decide to punt it away.
Number 19 in punt formation to kick it away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll ride the hot hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
They're bringing heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Hart. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on it.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Incomplete. What a big miss, and now any kind of score will beat them. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jason?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. And finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
3rd down. Any kind of score wins it. They want to make sure they stay in position for their kicker. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. They'll try to win it with a field goal right here. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. Wins the game in overtime. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a